Well, Electric eBikes has just released a new version of their XP Lite e-bike, and this is going to be version 2.0. Now, the first version came out in 2022, and we've always been really pleased with the just the simplicity of this bike. We've traveled with it. It's super easy to ride and store and transport, and I'm really interested to see what new improvements they've made.
And they're getting ready to do their big reveal here in Flagstaff, Arizona at the Overland Expo, and we're really excited to check it out.
And I know Electric has lots of e-bike models to choose from now, and it can be really difficult to decide which one is best for you. You know, we'll go through all of the new features and just talk about the XP Lite, and we'll take it for some good test drives and really see what it's like riding this bike. And we'll see if it actually helps you make a decision about which bike is going to be right for you. Let's go check out the bike. Electric has been putting out a lot of new e-bike models lately. I mean, they've been cranking them out, and each time they put out a new model, it's got some really cool new technology that they've developed or some major improvement they've made to the drivetrain, the motor, you know, something else. So what they've done here with the 2.0 is taken the original XP Lite 2.0 and incorporated a lot of these new modifications and improvements on this bike as part of the 2.0. It now comes in two different models. This is the basic model, which you still get at that entry-level price of just $799. It's very much like the original XP Lite with some modifications. Now we'll talk about the other model in just a second, but let's talk about these upgrades that they've made to this one.
What can we do to make this product better? What does version 2 look like? What are people wanting? What are they asking for?
First of all, we've got hydraulic brakes, which are great stopping power. All the other electric bikes have hydraulic brakes now, so the XP Lite was the only one that didn't.
We are one of the first to have hydraulic brakes on a bike that is under $800.
They're also on a new handlebar. So if you notice here, this is kind of a BMX style handlebar. It's got a little drop here in the middle. The other one was kind of straight across and just kind of gives it a little BMX flair. But what I also like about this handlebar is that it allows you to have another way to adjust the distance, you know, of the handlebar from your body, you know, especially for larger riders who may want to get on this XP Lite, which is a smaller frame bike. You know, it gives you another way to adjust the handlebars so they can maybe be a little further away from you, or maybe if you're a smaller rider, you can adjust them closer. So just a nice way to change that distance for your arm extension on this bike. One thing that they've also included, which is on the newer bikes, is this brand new color display. So the other one is monochrome, is kind of plain looking, and now we have this cool looking color display. I think all the functions are the same, but it's really nice, bright color display. The tires here have this kind of street slick tire. The original XP Lite has a knobby tire on it. So what this does is it lowers the noise or the sound that the bike makes as you're pedaling down the road, because one thing they've really tried to improve on their bikes is the motor noise and other noise, so that it just becomes a really quiet and smooth ride. To go along with that, they've included the stealth motor that we've seen on the other newer bikes. That's super quiet. It's like 400 times quieter than the previous motor. And they've also included the new power management system. I believe it's called the PWR. Yeah, I think it's power wattage regulation or something like that. But it really manages that transition between pedal assist levels to make sure they're nice and smooth and they're not jumpy, and that you just kind of ease into your power assist levels. So yeah, all of those together, it makes it a really smooth ride, and it's a really quiet ride.
The original Lite 1.0 only had room for that 48 volt, 7.8 amp hour battery. With all of our other products now, or almost all of our other products, we have a long range battery option, because we know that, you know, people people need that, right? Especially when you're traveling, it's on the back of your RV. This is your transportation method once you park your motorhome, right? And so if you want to go into town, go on that adventure, whatever it is, you may need that extra range. And so this product has an expandable battery, so you can still get the 7.8 amp hour battery as standard equipment, but then we've got the option to go all the way up to 14 amp hours on this thing. So basically double your battery capacity, and that's only a $200 upgrade when you first check out. So that is unheard of, to get almost 100% more battery for only $200 more.
What I like about this bike is that it is the easiest e-bike I've ever ridden. You just get up on it and you go. There aren't a lot of bells and whistles that make it complicated. I can just worry about my pedal assist and that's it. I especially think that if you are a first-time rider, this is a great entry-level bike for you.
So there's just a single speed and there's no shifting up and down of gears. So you might be thinking, how does that actually work? Because we're used to riding bikes with gears and that's what makes us go faster and all that. But it really works quite well, and I want to show you how that works. So to show you how easy this bike is to ride, I just jumped on the bike, I turned it on, and I'm sitting at pedal assist 0. I'm not going anywhere. And I'm going to start out with a little bit of a hill here, and there's no gears here to deal with. I have a throttle, which will be available when I hit it up to pedal assist 1 or greater. And I'm just going to start pedaling until it gets a little more difficult, and then I'll start applying some pedal assists, and I'll just be able to cruise right up the hill with no gears or anything. So here we go. Just going to start pedaling normally, standing up a little bit to get a little torque here, and I'm just pedaling up, starting to get a little incline. And say if this becomes a little more challenging and you want a little help, just bump it up to pedal assist 1. Now I can feel a little bit of the motor kicking in. I want a little bit more, so I'm going to go to pedal assist 2. Okay, now I feel some help from the motor. I'm increasing my speed, just kind of cruising right up on this hill. A little bit more. Let's go to pedal assist 3. All right, now I'm cruising along, and yeah, 17 miles an hour, 18, and that's how easy this is. When I'm ready to slow down, I can just drop my pedal assist, apply some brakes, and it's just like a regular bike after that. Now, one thing we like about this bike is that it's pretty easy to transport, to fold it up and to put it in your car or whatever. Melissa, you want to give it a try? I know you do it every once in a while.
I think I can do it.
Okay, show us.
All right.
See if you can do it. All right.
Start with the pedals.
Okay, folding the pedals in.
Okay.
Handlebar down.
Unlock the frame. And then I put my hand here. Push it together.
There you go.
All right. And then if I had to lift it up, if I'm putting it in the back of my car, lift it up. Good to go.
There you go.
I got it. All right.
Awesome. Anybody can do it.
Anybody can do it.
Oh, and one more thing that I forgot to mention is that you can now get the XP Lite 2.0 in lavender, as well as the other colors, which are, I think, electric blue, this white, this brown, sandstorm, which is one I really like. They've also got a new model, which I mentioned earlier. That model actually is not just a different color, it's got the new belt drive technology on there too. So let's talk about that for a second.
So the JW Black version of this bike is really special because what we've done with this product, it has a spec difference from the rest of the lineup. So all 4 bikes behind JW Black here have a single speed chain drive, just like the Lite 1.0. The JW Black, however, is an expansion on our partnership that we announced with the Electric One product, and it has a Gates carbon belt drive on there. When you have a chain on your bike, it's going to potentially rust. It's going to get grit and grime in there when you're out on the trails, right? It's going to require a little bit of maintenance, right, at the end of the day. And then the longevity, it's not really close when you compare the two. So with this carbon belt drive, pretty much maintenance free. There's no oil, there's no grease. You don't need to roll up your right pant leg when you're riding this thing. You don't have to worry about getting dirty. Grit and grime, it's gonna handle that like nobody's business. They actually have, at the Gates booth at some of these events, they show this carbon belt drive literally running through mud. And it is just 100% good to go, keeps on trucking. The other big thing is that it lasts 2 to 3 times as long as a chain in terms of just the life of the product. And so this thing, turns this entire product, because it has the hydraulic brakes, because it has this belt drive, basically maintenance free across the product. The really special thing we've been able to do with this product is it's only going to be a $100 upgrade over the base chain model. So this is going to start at $799. This is only going to start at $899. This is the first product under $900 to feature this Gates technology.
So, both of us had a chance to ride this this black version with the belt drive, and it was pretty smooth, and it was a really easy ride. Now, they're calling this the JW model, which is John Wick themed, the black theme.
Black on black.
Black on black. But yeah, it was an enjoyable, nice, smooth ride. What do you think, Melissa?
I agree. First time I've ridden a bike without a chain.
Yeah.
And so what I really noticed was that it was just quiet and super smooth.
Yeah. Now this would probably be the model that I would want, but the thing to know is that it's only available in this JW black on black, and it's just for another $100 you get this cool belt drive system. So yeah, pretty cool. If you're considering this bike, you're thinking this is something that you'd buy that would fit you, let us know in the comments section. Or if you've owned Electric XP Lite, just the original version, what do you think of these upgrades? I'd love to hear some feedback from you. And if you are thinking of buying one, or just want more information about any of the electric bikes, be sure to go use our link if you could. It's rvwtito.com/electric, and buy us a beer and send us some love and tell Electric that you heard about it from us. So take care, be safe out there riding, and
See you in the next one.
See you in the next one.